In the darkest corners of life, sometimes a single act of kindness from a stranger can change everything. One rainy night, in a dark and desolate city street, there sat a homeless man. His name was Jake. He was old and weary with kind eyes that had seen better days. People hurried past, ignoring his outstretched hand. He pulled his torn blanket tighter around him, shivering in the cold. Then something unexpected happened. A woman stopped. Her name was Sophia. She was elegantly dressed, a stark contrast to the grimy surroundings. She hesitated for a moment, then turned back. With a gentle smile, she walked up to the homeless man and handed him a warm meal and some cash. Before he could even thank her, she was gone, disappearing into the crowd. All he was left with was the food, the money, and a profound sense of gratitude. With the little money she gave him, Jake managed to get himself cleaned up and find a job. He worked hard, taking odd jobs, doing whatever he could to make ends meet. Years passed and Jake built a small business empire. He had fancy cars, suits, and a luxurious office. But through it all, he never forgot the woman who had helped him when he was down on his luck. He often wondered about her, hoping that their paths would cross again. One day, he decided to hire a private investigator to find her. Through the pie, he found out that Sophia had once worked for a reputable charity organization. But when the charity faced financial trouble, she vanished without a trace. The investigator discovered that she had lived in a small apartment in the city, but it was now abandoned. Jake went to the apartment. It was just an ordinary building in a bustling part of town. But for Jake, it was a place where a debt of gratitude was born. Determined to find Sophia, Jake instructed his assistant, "I don't care what it takes. Find her." His assistant returned a few days later with a lead. They found out that Sophia was living in a small town trying to run a failing orphanage. When Jake arrived at the orphanage, it was a modest building with a worn facade. But inside, Sophia was a picture of elegance. Despite her age, she was still graceful and kind. She was serving food to the children when Jake approached her. He couldn't believe his eyes. Was this really the same Sophia? In a moment of recognition, Jake whispered, "You once gave me everything when I had nothing." Sophia's eyes widened in realization. Tears welled up in her eyes as the weight of the past years and the debt of gratitude came crashing down on her. The children, sensing the emotional moment, watched in silence. With trembling hands, Jake handed her an envelope. It contained a check that was large enough to save the orphanage. Sophia was deeply moved by his generosity, but she tried to refuse it. "I can't accept this. It's too much," Jake insisted. "This isn't charity. It's a thank you for believing in me when no one else did." Tears streaming down her face, Sophia finally accepted the gift. As they embraced, the children broke into applause. In that moment, they all knew they were part of something special, a debt of gratitude paid forward. Years later, Jake and Sophia were no longer just the wealthy benefactor and the former homeless woman. They were partners in life and in work, opening new shelters in the city where they first met. Their story became a legend, a testament to the transformative power of kindness. As the old saying goes, kindness is the only investment that never fails. And in the tale of Jake and Sophia, it was a debt that was not measured in money, but in moments, in acts of kindness, big and small. For every bit of kindness we give, we create a ripple effect that echoes throughout our lives. And who knows, maybe one day it will be our turn to receive that ripple back.